Before I start this video, guys, I just want to let you guys know, comment down below questions for next week, because the questions from this video will be used in next week's Q&A, and if I don't get enough questions, I'll just post a Q&A video. But please leave me comments down below for the Q&A next week, and I really hope you guys enjoy the Q&A. Enjoy the video. Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm a collector, and today, doing my first ever Q&A. In June, I posted a video asking you guys to ask me questions. We got a lot of questions. We got like 12 questions, and I'm going to answer every single one of those questions in this video. So, we got a lot of questions. So I'm going to try to answer every single one. I don't see why I couldn't be able to. So, first ever Q&A. I know it's been a long time. Again, I posted a video back in June, and it's November now. It's been a couple months, but we're finally here to do the Q&A, and I think you guys are gonna enjoy it. We got some awesome questions, and it's gonna be a fun time. So sit back, enjoy. Let's do our first ever Q&A. All right. So the first question is, how old were you when you started collecting Lego, and how old are you now? When I started collecting Lego, well, okay, a little backstory. So obviously, every single kid, buys Lego when they're young. They have, a couple Lego sets. So I've had Lego sets for all my life. Like since I was like 5 years old, I've always had Lego sets in my house, and I've just always had Lego around. But I really started hardcore collecting Lego in probably around 2015. So it was about 5 years ago. So I was about 12, 13, just in middle school. But I'm 17 now. I turned 17 back in July. So like a month before, or a month after I posted the video, actually. And yeah, so I'm a senior in high school right now. And yeah, 17 years old. So that's how old I am now. And I've been collecting Lego again for probably hardcore and actually collecting Lego for about 5 years. The next question is thoughts on the new Clone Wars set. So this question is referring to the new Clone Wars wave for sets, including the Fireworks Battle Pack and the AAT. The AAT I actually have right back there. In the new clone head compared to the old one, the old one was this very generic face of a clone trooper and just like a tan face. And this new one is a little more of an orange color. It's actually a really nice color. And I really like the new one, actually. I was getting pretty annoyed of the old one, but I think this is a nice new refresher. And I think unlike the old clone heads, this new head can be used in many different ways, in like purist figures, and it's a very welcoming head. It's just a very nice color to see too in Lego. We've never had a figure head like that before, so I think it's a really cool addition to Lego Star Wars. The next question is also from Elena. It says, is Lego overpriced, and how do you handle it? So I don't think Lego is overpriced. I think sometimes they have high prices. I heard someone say at one time that Lego is not overpriced. It just has high prices, or it's just more expensive. Now sets like obviously the Roman Coliseum are 9,000 pieces and only $550, or like the Millennium Falcon, which is like 7,000 pieces and it's $800. So there's a $250 price range there, and there's a 2,000 piece difference there. So I don't think it's really overpriced, but I think sometimes the prices can be pretty high. Most of the time, with the exception of a couple sets, there is some exception to the price. Like either they have big base plates, like the Star Destroyer, the UCS one is only like a couple thousand pieces, but the reason it has $700 is because all the plates are very expensive to make for Lego. So there's usually in Lego sets, when people say they're overpriced, there's usually an exception on why it's priced like that, and it usually has to do with the parts or the figures, or like an extra cost Lego has to be able to make that set. And just like an additional fee Lego has to go through to actually get this set out to the public is usually what indicates the price jump. Bricks Master Productions asks, how many Fireworks Battle Packs will we be buying? Actually, I'm getting one the day I film this video. I haven't gotten one for a couple months. I haven't been able to find one, but my Walmart locally has them on clearance for $24. So also, if you live near Walmart, go check, because they most likely will have clearance of Fireworks Battle Pack, $6 off. So I'll be getting one today. My plan is to get at least 4 in my entire lifetime, because I'm not a huge Clone Wars fan. I'm not a huge clone guy, but I still think it's a cool set to have. And I really like the marching scene with Anakin in the 501st in Episode 3. So we'll be buying definitely a couple, hopefully when they're on clearance, like right now. The Flaming Cookie asked, my favorite Bad Batch clone trooper. I don't know much about the Bad Batch. I did watch them in Clone Wars Season 7, but my favorite clone has to be, I think my favorite Bad Batch clone has to be Crosshair. I do enjoy the whole sniper feel to the actual character, but I also like Wrecker. Wrecker is a pretty cool clone. I like his big buff look, but I really like Crosshair. Cool armor. I like his character in the show, and he's just a pretty cool character in general. Now, I'm going to have to read this one off my phone because it is a very long question, but Joel Gittesart, sorry if I messed up your name, says, people want a lightsaber duel based off the duel Mandalore with Ahsoka and Maul. Where would that take place, and what would you want from it? So, obviously, in the set, based on the Ahsoka and Maul duel in Episode 7 of the Clone Wars, spoiler warning ahead, obviously, I would like the Season 7 Maul the Season 7 Ahsoka, although we already got one, so I wouldn't say it's out of the question. Before I actually answer the question, I do think it's going to happen, yes. I think it's most likely going to happen that we do get an Ahsoka and Maul duel set. I'm not saying it's going to be a giant set, but I think it's going to be like the Anakin Obi-Wan sets. I think it's very likely because it is a fairly good duel, and they did put a lot of work into the actual duel in the show. A black platform and then different pillars going up in the air, crossing each other, and just, places for Maul and Ahsoka to stand. I think it would have to be more of an advanced set. $20 to $40 is a good price for the set. Squidman asked if I would drop a Lego set in my Q&A. And, I said I'm going to answer every question, and I will. Here, we have the Sith Trooper Battle Pack, one of the most expensive Lego sets of all time, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to drop it, so. Not a single piece broke off. That is quality, my friends. That is quality. Elena asked her last question, which is, did you ever stop collecting Lego? And the answer is yes, I actually did. I think from the point maybe from like 2015 to 2016, I was really into Pokemon cards, and I didn't buy like a single Lego set. I think I got one or two, I think it was like a 2-year period actually. I think I got, 1 year I got Rey Speeder, so I think it was around 2015, I know that. And then I can't remember what other year it was. I think it was 2016 or 2017 maybe when I got the Sandcrawler. I think that was when I got back into Lego though, because I was making a Tatooine mock. So there was a point between that, me collecting Lego for like 6 to 7 years. I did take a break. I was into something else. I was into Pokemon cards, and I just didn't collect Lego. I thought it was too expensive, and I never bought it. But then I got back into it, and I'm actually still into Pokemon cards now. I don't really buy them that often. I haven't bought one in weeks, but I do sort of balance the two. And to finish off our Q&A, we have a last question, which is from the LNC Bros. Thank you for commenting, and he says, what Star Wars movie Lego sets are your favorite? Edit, and you could call it collecting questions. So it's sort of a question and an answer there. So first, he says, could you call it collecting questions? And I think that is a good name. So I think we're going to call this series Collecting Questions. I think that's a pretty interesting name, and I like the name. And the actual question of this comment is, what Star Wars movie Lego sets are your favorite? And I would have to go with The Force Awakens or A New Hope. I think they're both fantastic movies, and I really did enjoy The Force Awakens movie sets because I love the First Order Stormtroopers. I think they're amazing, and I do want to build an army of them one day. I think they're just absolutely fantastic. I love the helmet moldings, but I love that wave. You get Rey Speeder, you get like the transport, you get Kylo Ren's shuttle. I thought it was an amazing wave. Maybe some of the sets weren't the best, but I love the First Order Clone Troopers. I think the First Order Clone Troopers really made the movies and the Lego sets fantastic. I think that's really what, made them popular sets. But also the New Hope sets, I love. You see a lot of my sets back there are from A New Hope. Star Destroyer, Death Star, Sandcrawler, AT-AT, although that isn't from A New Hope. A lot of sets back there are from A New Hope. I love the New Hope movie. I watched it dozens of times. And I don't think it's ever going to really not become my favorite sets. I even have Mos Eisley right here. I have Mos Eisley Cantina right here. But thank you all for watching this Q&A. That is all the questions we have, and yeah, that's the Q&A. So I know it's been a couple months since I made the video asking for questions, and go ahead and leave comments down below for next Q&A. I want to make this a weekly series. Hopefully this video will get out the same day you're watching this. I also do have a Mandalorian episode breakdown, set review sort of coming out later today. So 2 awesome videos in one day. But I thank you all for joining, and leave any questions down below for the next Q&A. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.